Have you ever wondered why your legs feel weaker with age? Even when you're eating right and staying active, that lingering fatigue or discomfort just doesn't seem to go away. You're not alone. Many older adults assume that all fruits are healthy simply because they're natural. But here's the little known truth. Once you're past 60, not every fruit is your friend. Surprisingly, certain fruits can gradually wear down your leg strength. They may increase inflammation, worsen joint pain, and make walking more difficult. What you eat has a direct impact on the muscles, joints, nerves, and blood flow in your lower body. And for seniors, choosing the wrong fruits can mean trading mobility for discomfort and increasing dependence on others. Let's break down the 7 fruits older adults should be cautious with, and why they can quietly harm leg health. But before we get into it, if you haven't yet subscribed, now's a good time. Hit the bell so you don't miss another health tip, tailored just for you. And if you're finding this video useful, leave a 1 in the comments. If not, drop a 0 and let me know how to improve. Let's start with pineapple, often praised as an anti-inflammatory hero, thanks to the enzyme bromelain. It's sweet, tropical, and believed to aid digestion. However, for older adults, especially those over 60, pineapple can become a hidden threat to leg health when consumed regularly. Its sweetness masks the real issue. Pineapple is rich in natural sugars and acidic compounds. As we age, our bodies react more sensitively to these elements. A spike in blood sugar caused by pineapple can damage small blood vessels, vessels that are essential for keeping your legs strong, your knees flexible, and your feet stable. This isn't about energy, it's about inflammation. The sugars and acids in pineapple fuel internal irritation, especially in seniors dealing with arthritis, stiffness, or poor circulation. You might notice increased ankle swelling, trouble standing for long, or legs tiring more easily. And it's not always just aging. It could be a food reaction. Worse, bromelain in pineapple can interfere with medications like blood thinners, increasing bruising or worsening inflammation. The effects often build slowly, which is why it can be so misleading. You think you're making a healthy choice, but instead you're stoking the fire in your joints. So next time you're tempted by a slice of pineapple, ask yourself, is this fruit helping my health, or silently making it worse? But pineapple isn't the only fruit to watch. Let's look at bananas, a favorite among those seeking muscle support. Bananas have long been celebrated for their potassium. They're soft, easy to digest, and feel like the ideal snack for older adults. But what if that trusted fruit is doing the opposite of what you expect? As we grow older, our bodies handle sugar and starch differently. Ripe bananas are packed with natural sugars and fast-burning carbs that convert quickly into glucose. This sudden sugar rush doesn't just give you a short-lived energy boost, it causes insulin spikes. Over time, those spikes contribute to insulin resistance, midsection weight gain, and decreased circulation to your lower body. That poor circulation means less oxygen and nutrients reach your leg muscles. Your legs may tire more quickly, feel heavy, or ache after meals or simple activities like climbing stairs. You may not even connect that feeling to the banana you had earlier. And unlike in younger years, your body can't bounce back as fast. For seniors, even fruits like bananas can quietly work against muscle strength. What's more, bananas may cause water retention, particularly in those with heart concerns. That extra fluid often settles in your ankles and feet, causing swelling and discomfort, making it harder to move and keep balance. We've been told bananas give us energy. But is it lasting energy, or just a quick jolt followed by fatigue? If bananas, a seemingly healthy option, can affect your legs, imagine the hidden impact of even smaller fruits like grapes. Next on the list, grapes. Small in size, but their impact can be surprisingly large, especially on senior legs. Grapes are often seen as a guilt-free snack. They're easy to eat, associated with heart health, and widely believed to be a light, wholesome choice. But when it comes to leg strength and joint health in seniors, grapes can quietly be working against you. The issue lies in their high fructose content. Fructose is the type of sugar found in grapes that's metabolized differently than glucose. Instead of being used directly for energy, fructose gets processed in the liver, where it's more likely to convert into fat and uric acid. For seniors, particularly those experiencing joint pain or stiffness, this becomes a serious concern. Elevated uric acid can settle in the joints, potentially triggering painful flare-ups. Gout, which commonly affects the toes, ankles, and knees, often begins with something that seems harmless, like a small bowl of grapes. Yet the aftermath can include swelling, sharp discomfort, and interrupted sleep. Even if gout isn't a factor, the inflammation caused by excessive fructose can still pose problems. Seniors already coping with reduced mobility or circulatory issues may find that grapes add more fuel to the fire, amplifying stiffness, calf tightness, and delayed recovery after walking or standing. The deceptiveness of grapes comes from how easy they are to overeat. A handful here, a few while watching TV, more with breakfast, and suddenly the sugar adds up quickly. The results might not show up overnight, but your legs feel the long-term effects. More discomfort when rising from a chair, slower movement, and a persistent ache that others might not notice. But you do. So if these tiny fruits can cause such big trouble, what about fruits that seem hydrating and refreshing? Let's take a look at watermelon. Watermelon brings back fond memories for many. Summer afternoons, family picnics, and the refreshing taste of a cool slice. For seniors, it often seems like a safe bet. Mostly water, easy to chew, and light on the stomach. But don't let its gentle texture fool you. Watermelon is one of the highest-ranking fruits on the glycemic index, meaning it causes rapid blood sugar spikes. For older adults, particularly those with diabetes, prediabetes, or poor circulation, these spikes are far from harmless. When blood sugar rises quickly, it triggers internal inflammation and can disrupt the health of blood vessels and nerves, especially in your legs. You might find that after enjoying watermelon, your legs feel oddly fatigued, or that even a short stroll leads to aching calves. That's not just aging. It's your body reacting to the rush of sugar. Over time, this oxidative stress can impair mobility and strain the lower limbs. Moreover, your body often retains fluid in response to sugar overload. That fluid tends to accumulate in soft tissue areas, the ankles, knees, and feet. The result? Increased stiffness, soreness, and the sense that even everyday tasks are becoming harder. Though watermelon tastes clean and light, your body processes it more like a sugary snack. And for seniors, especially those with slower metabolism, that can mean long-term damage to leg strength and comfort. So, if watermelon, mostly made of water, can create this kind of stress on your system, what about fruits known for their acidity? Fruits that seem healthy because they're packed with vitamin C. It's time to look at oranges. Oranges are often seen as one of the healthiest fruits around. Bright, juicy, and loaded with vitamin C, they've long been associated with immune support and wellness. Many seniors start their day with a glass of orange juice, thinking they're doing something good for their body. But the reality for aging joints and muscles may be quite different. Though oranges have a wholesome image, symbolizing health and packed with vitamin C, they may not be as beneficial for seniors as once believed, especially when it comes to joint and leg health. Many older adults make orange juice a breakfast staple, seeing it as a way to boost immunity and stay energized. But the story behind that tangy sweetness is more complicated than it appears. Oranges are high in citric acid, which can aggravate inflammation in the body, particularly in joints. For seniors already dealing with arthritis, bursitis, or general joint sensitivity, That acid can act like friction on already worn cartilage. The effects might seem mild at first: morning stiffness in the knees, slight discomfort in the hips, or a bit of tightness after sitting. But over time, those small signs often grow into chronic issues. But it's not just about acidity. Oranges, and especially their juice, are high in natural sugars. When consumed regularly, they can interfere with insulin function, triggering a chain of inflammation throughout the body. And for older adults, this systemic inflammation hits hardest in muscles, connective tissues, and the blood vessels that supply your lower limbs. As a result, you might notice swelling in the ankles or knees, a reduced range of motion, or an increasing lack of balance. And though it's tempting to assume a fruit so familiar couldn't be harmful, the aging body simply doesn't process things the way it once did. That cheerful orange you once enjoyed may now be slowing you down. And if oranges can stir up this much discomfort, what about fruits that appear even cleaner and less sugary? Let's move on to green apples. Green apples have an image of crispness and purity. With their tart taste and satisfying crunch, they attract people looking for a healthier, less sugary fruit. For many seniors, eating a green apple daily feels like a responsible choice. But beneath their vibrant skin lies a combination of acid and sugar that can gradually compromise your legs. Green apples are particularly high in malic acid, a natural compound that the aging digestive system can struggle to process. While malic acid is sometimes promoted for boosting energy, in large amounts it can worsen inflammation, especially in those dealing with joint conditions or muscle pain, such as fibromyalgia. And that discomfort doesn't just stay localized. It can travel, creating stiffness in your hips, pain in your knees, or even a burning sensation that moves through your thighs and feet. What seems like soreness from overuse may actually be a reaction to a fruit you thought was helping you. Green. Apples also contain enough sugar to affect blood sugar levels in seniors with reduced insulin sensitivity. Even a modest serving can lead to a spike that disrupts circulation and reduces oxygen delivery to the legs, leaving you feeling tired after simple activities or struggling to recover after even a short walk. Because green apples are often eaten raw and alone, their effects can be more immediate. You might not connect your morning apple with your nighttime leg cramps or that unexpected ache when rising from bed, but your body is always communicating. That pain is often a response to something that doesn't agree with you. So, if a tart, crisp apple can be the source of such discomfort, what about fruits that seem indulgent, even decadent? Let's talk about mangoes, the final fruit on our list. Number 7 on our list, mangoes. Beloved for their rich flavor and tropical sweetness, mangoes are often seen as a healthy indulgence, especially by seniors who associate them with warm memories and a sense of comfort. But behind that golden flesh is one of the most concentrated sugar levels found in fruit, and for aging bodies, that sweetness may be doing more harm than good. A single ripe mango can contain over 45 grams of sugar, more than a can of soda. For seniors, whose insulin response is slower and whose bodies process sugar less efficiently, this creates a cascade of problems. The spike in blood sugar doesn't just lead to a short-lived burst of energy. It causes inflammation that targets soft tissues like the knees, ankles, and hips. Over time, this inflammation leads to heaviness in the legs, swelling in the feet, and a drop in endurance. Suddenly, short walks leave you feeling winded, and everyday movement becomes more draining than it used to be. Mangoes may also irritate nerve endings, especially in seniors with diabetes or early signs of neuropathy. That burning sensation in your toes or that tingling in your feet at night. It might not just be aging, it could be that healthy fruit you had after dinner. Because mangoes are so smooth and satisfying, it's easy to overeat them. But the body keeps track, and your legs, the very tools of your independence begin to show signs of strain. Before reaching for another mango smoothie or fruit bowl, it's worth asking, is this treat worth the quiet damage it leaves behind? If these 7 fruits can slowly wear away your strength, what should seniors eat instead? The key isn't to eliminate fruit completely, it's to make better choices. With age, the goal is to eat foods that support your body, not challenge it. Choose fruits that soothe inflammation, aid circulation, and help preserve muscle and joint function. Start with berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. They're low in sugar, high in antioxidants, and gentle on your blood sugar. These small but powerful fruits help calm inflamed joints and protect your cells, making them ideal for older adults. Cherries, when eaten in moderation, are another good option. They're especially helpful for those managing arthritis or gout. The compounds in cherries naturally reduce uric acid and prevent flare-ups that can make walking painful. Avocados, while not sweet, are also a smart choice. They're packed with healthy fats that cushion joints and reduce swelling, and unlike sugary fruits, they help keep your energy stable throughout the day. Papaya is another gentle ally. Its enzymes support digestion, and its texture is easy on older digestive systems. It soothes inflammation and provides steady energy without overloading the body. Even pears, when paired with a little protein or fiber, can offer light sweetness without the blood sugar crash, helping to nourish the body without straining it. At this stage in life, food should empower you. Every bite should contribute to strength, steadiness, and peace of mind, not leave you feeling sluggish or sore. It's not about giving up on flavor or enjoyment. It's about choosing fruits that lift you up, not weigh you down. Finally, let me speak to you not as a voice on a video, but as someone who understands the journey. Aging comes with challenges. Your legs may ache more. Your energy may dip, and there may be moments when you feel unsure of your next step. But you're not powerless. You can still choose differently. You can choose better. For years, we were told to eat more fruit. Doctors, teachers, the food pyramid all said the same thing. And when we were young, they were right. But as the years pass, our bodies change, and we must listen more carefully to what they need. The fruits we've discussed today aren't inherently bad, but for those of us in our 60s, 70s, and beyond, they may quietly be taking more than they give, stealing strength, balance, and the freedom to move without pain. And movement, for seniors, means everything. It's how we stay independent, stay engaged, and stay proud. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just begin to notice how you feel after you eat. Pay attention, not just to what tastes good in the moment, but what makes your body feel better later, especially your legs. That awareness is wisdom, and with wisdom, you can reclaim your strength. If you're feeling overwhelmed by this information, take a breath. You haven't failed. You're learning, and that learning gives you power. Each small step you take now helps protect your future mobility and well-being. Because this stage of life isn't the end. It's a new beginning, a time for thoughtful choices and meaningful change. So protect your legs, your health, and your future. Choose fruits that work with your body, not against it. You deserve to move comfortably, to wake up without pain, and to enjoy the years ahead, standing tall, walking freely, and doing so with confidence. Because it's not just about living longer, it's about living stronger. And that journey starts with every bite you take today. If you found this video helpful, leave a 1 in the comments. If not, drop a 0 and let me know how we can improve. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content focused on living life on your own terms. Thanks for watching, and here's to strength, clarity, and better choices.